What's up everyone? I have a 5 Beluga whale victory for today, and every single one of the Beluga whales will have a great one inside of them. I was very pleasantly surprised by how effective this combo actually is, and you'll see that in the run. But for now we're starting the run off from turn 9 because I did take a little bit of time to play the early game out and I don't want to bore you with the details. So yeah, we are starting off turn 9, where is the first possible turn that we can find a great one in the shop from a level up. We also have the opportunity to find a Beluga whale in shop, hopefully. But for now we're just trying to survive off of the sheer power of double monkey scaling, and I don't think that's going to carry us for long enough. Let's see if we win this time. I don't think we will. Actually we do win, it's very surprising there because they had chocolate cake on one of their units, therefore ensuring beneficial traits for us, I think. But yeah, you can see I'm trying to level up with a level 2 wyvern on my team, hopefully trying to get a great one inside of a Beluga, but unfortunately it's not working out. So instead I just pick up a second alpaca, and hopefully if we pick up a Beluga whale, which we will next turn, it will be immediately level 2 because of the double alpaca. With this kind of build you really want to have lots of level ups, because a level 1 great one snipe is not going to be strong enough to carry you, unfortunately, as we lose there very unfortunately as well by 2 HP. Whatever the case though, we have found our Beluga, so we're going to take it. It's getting up to level 2 immediately, and unfortunately once again no level up into a great one. What can you do though? We have at least an oyster we can work with, so hopefully we get a great one from the rolls that the extra gold gives us. You can see I'm trying very hard to find it, I'm not buying anything else. And I think now finally I will decide to you can see I'm even taking a look at the pack because I'm not sure if the great one is in fact inside of it, because it's super unlikely that we would not have found it. But I do settle on buying back the alpaca at the end of the turn, so hopefully we get another level 2 Beluga whale instantly. Here it's looking like it will be a loss, but I think we had a chance of winning there. A very slim chance if like the Orca spawned 4 bad units, but there was a slight chance. Whatever the case though, we'll continue the search for the Beluga / great one. We find lots of chocolates, which are going to be useful if we want to get the Belugas up to level 3. The Belugas also need to consume some kind of food in order to swallow a unit from the shop. Here we are going to get the second level 2, and once again level up without a great one inside of it. Like at this point I just thought this run was cursed, but finally we actually get something. And I think I'm going to sell one of the alpacas to actually afford the gold to buy the chocolate and put the great one inside of the Beluga. So what we have right here is basically a very weak looking team with a very strong hedgehog ability basically at the back. And I don't think we're even going to need it on this turn. Yep, we just win off of the sheer amount of stats that we have. But hopefully if we continue this run we should be finding another great one, and thankfully we are. Unfortunately I have both the oyster and the great one inside of there, which I would have really loved to have gotten both. Whatever the case though, we get the great one inside of the second Beluga, and now we have 40% of the team complete and it's turn 13. Thankfully we don't have a lot of wins on the board, so we have a lot of trophies left to go. You can see the strength of the great one here, by the way, it wipes out the entire enemy team, or at least the weak units that were left behind after the raccoon fainted. But here we go, we finally got a great one out of a level up. I say finally, but I think we actually got our last turn as well, never mind me. So yeah, we'll continue the search for a Beluga. I also have chocolate cake in the pack, I believe. I think originally I got a request to do 5 of a kind Beluga whale with 5 chocolate cakes on each of the Belugas, and each of the Belugas have a great one inside of them, which maybe realistic with better luck, but as you can see in this run, I think I did pretty well and still didn't get anything I wanted, so I think we'll just settle on this run to hopefully fulfill the request. We'll continue looking, selling our biggest unit, hoping to see another Beluga whale, because at this point the great ones are starting to clog up the shop and we really want to get rid of them by putting them inside a Beluga. The other benefit of actually having great ones frozen is that you can at any point in time give one of the belugas that you already have on your team chocolate or chocolate cake or gingerbread man, whichever one you prefer, and then you have something to swallow and not hurt your synergy, as we win right there based off the snipes, which is absolutely crazy. It's super satisfying to pull off every single time. But yeah, we find the third Beluga finally, and we are going to put a great one inside of it as well. So I think now we have, how much is that? 14 plus 14 plus another 21. So I think that's nearly 50 damage worth of snipes. I can't really do math right now for some reason, but whatever the case, we find the fourth Beluga as well, and once we put a great one inside of that, I think that will be 50 damage in total, or over 50 damage at the very least, to all of the enemies, which is super good. We can see right here, actually not good enough for us to win right there, because we don't have enough snipes to deal with 50-50s with equipment, but hopefully another great one will fix that, and all that we need now is the final Beluga with the final great one, and thankfully we do find it almost immediately. So yeah, we have the 5 of a kind on board, very low started 5 of a kind, but the abilities go absolutely nuts, and we'll see that right here. We have a team of full 50-50s basically, and would you look at that, we end up winning against them now. That's absolutely crazy, like I don't know what to tell you. And the craziest part is that this team has lots of room for improvement. Like, imagine all of the Belugas being level 3, that would be so much damage and so much wiping of the enemy. Here we find a chocolate cake, and we can refresh the great one that is in there. Now the Beluga whale that is in first position is basically level 2, so we have increased the team-wide damage by 7. And another 50-50 team, let's take a look if we beat them or not. They're going for the Hydra Head achievement. And you can see, even though this team is super self-destructive, it actually gets us a draw right here, just by the sheer amount of damage that we can pump out. We're almost there, we're at 9 trophies, we're at turn 19, and I think this is not going to be the final turn, but we are getting pretty close to getting the victory finally. We will try to improve the team that slight little bit by adding a pie to the backline, hopefully it gets to live. But yeah, let's see what happens right here. We get to wipe the grizzly, we get to wipe the hydra heads as well, and all that they're left with is a shark, but unfortunately it gets enough HP so that it manages to survive. Whatever the case though, this is going to be the final turn, and I wanted to get a level 3 Beluga on the 4th position, but we need a great one in the shop to achieve that, which unfortunately did not happen. But yeah, the run won regardless, so it's no big deal. I really hope you enjoyed the run, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.